Today you will see what an ant which is 40 million years old looks like. We will solve the secret of a strange sound coming from wood which I prepared for the winter. And you will see the fertilization of a human egg under a microscope. I'm sure you haven't seen that yet. To get started, let's look under a microscope what the difference between a cheap charging cable and an expensive one is. I'm interested in this because it usually doesn't seem to make any difference. Here the white one is the cheap cable and the orange one is the quite more expensive one. And in order to uncover the truth, we have to sacrifice them and cut them open with scissors. So, let's take a look at the incision site under the microscope. As you can see the white outer part of the cable, inside it are two cables with grey and red insulation, and the metal parts consist of 6 thin rods. And now let's cut a piece of the more expensive one. Oh wow, that's something else. And now you will understand why it's more expensive. These two middle conductors consist of up to 15 rods. And there are huge rods on the side. I am convinced that these are made of a very strong steel. The side fibers give the entire high-quality cable a lot more strength, which prolongs its lifespan. So I suppose it's a good idea not to save money on a cable. My friend found a very unusual thing and he gave it to me for a video. It's a piece of ember, and you won't believe it, there's an ant inside it. But he's no ordinary ant. He was born 50 million years ago. Can you imagine that? So why am I so sure? Maybe it happened a year ago. The fact is that amber is a very common wood resin, in which the ant could have been entangled in and remained inside. A drop of the resin takes millions of years to fossilize. Only this way it's possible to obtain amber. And now imagine this, specifically this ant was moving around when he saw a huge dinosaur running around. And then he got entangled up in this drop of resin. And thanks to this phenomenon, we can now look at this little creature which is older than humanity itself. We can see more under the microscope. Here is his belly on the other side of the scales and resembles the tail of a wasp. But right here we see the hind leg, and it's not completely normal. We can see a large number of different points on it, which were probably needed for protection. I didn't see that on modern ants. And this is his head with small eyes, and it seems to be holding a victim in its mouth. Would you look at that? I wonder what it is. Up on the head are these abnormal curly whiskers. And at the end of one of them you see a little sharp tip. After examining it a little bit more, we found some eggs and a small larva. In our house we have a fireplace where Cookie likes to heat himself. And in order to enjoy a winter by the fireplace, I've prepared a pile of wood for the winter. But one day I was walking around the wood and I heard these sounds. And no, it's not the sound of fire, because nothing was burning. This sound came from a pile of wood. What could it be? I started examining it, and I saw a handful of sawdust. That means something's eating my wood, and it looks like it's sitting somewhere at the back of the wood itself. I armed myself with a knife and began to peel off the bark of the tree. Maybe there's an evil animal sitting inside. Oh, and what are you? I have to be careful, maybe he's gonna try to bite me. Cookie, look, this guy almost ate all our wood supply. They are a larvae of some kind of an insect, so let's take a look at them under a microscope. Their body resembles body of a caterpillar, but the front is strongly thickened. Probably because there are strong teeth which can dig into the tree. It looks like a little monster. I gave him a wooden stick and he sniffed it and tried to taste it. but it's probably not his favorite food. But I'm really wondering, how the hell does a living being obtain nutrients from eating wood? That's not the same as eating some berries or other insects. It's a goddamn tree! How can fats, proteins and carbohydrates be obtained from a tree? I really don't know. But this little ball knows how to do it, and even poops little wooden feces. It turned out to be a larva of a worm beetle. It looks like this, and it often happens that this larvae eats wooden structures and houses which then fall down. So be sure to look out for these sounds in your home. One of our subscribers sent us an amazing video of the fertilization of a female egg. I don't know where he got it, but let's take a look. In the beginning, doctors choose quality male sperm and place it inside of a thin needle. Then they take out the woman's egg and gently pierce it with the needle. Then they continuously release the sperm inside. All this is done with your hands under a microscope. Now the doctors wait a few days to make sure the fetal cells have begun to form inside, and only then the egg is placed inside a woman. And here I began to wonder if it's possible to do the same as we did with a chicken, but this time with a human egg and grow a small person. Although it's not entirely humane. But tell us in the comments what you think about it. Do you think something like that could be even done? Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you know about all our future videos.